Hi Cancer, how are we? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing monthly readings. Okay, so we're going to be looking at love and romance energy throughout August for you. There are a couple of other August overview readings, so look back over the last week's worth of readings and you will find those. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you can stay up to date with readings, of course. Let me know in the comments if you do have any specific suggestions for things, topics you would like me to read on. But today I am using the Matters of the Heart Oracle. I do have the True Heart Hidden Feelings Oracle. The Lenormand deck I am using this week, we have the Malefique Lenormand. And I also actually have the Little Book of Answers. Okay, so if you have a specific answer in regards to love and romance, keep that in mind and we will answer that for you at the end. All right, I do apologize in advance for any coughing. I am a little bit sick this week, so I just cannot shift this cough. It's driving me insane. But having a look at August for our Cancers. Cancer, what's going on for Cancer in love and romance throughout August? Love and romance energy for Cancer throughout August. Okay. Transparency is needed. Okay. Transparency is needed. Needing to be a little bit clearer on the way that we're talking about love, dealing with things, needing to be very open and honest, and a little bit more vulnerable than you maybe currently are being when it comes to matters of the heart this month. I do feel for a lot of you that this is with yourself, okay? Needing to be a little bit more honest with yourself about what's really going on for you with your heart. We also see torn love coming through here as well, so I actually feel as though that's in more connection to past stuff. Being a little bit more transparent with yourself about the fact that you do still feel a little bit torn when it comes to love and heartbreak and those sorts of things, that you may still have some conflicting emotions from stuff in the past, that sort of thing. But we will clarify that here for you as well. Cancer. For some of you, you're kind of torn between two choices as well. But I'm picking up, once again, past connection with that. So for some of you, the two choices, it might be, torn between the past and the present, or the past and the future. So it does feel like there is a past connection there that is influencing you heavily throughout August. Love and romance energy for Cancer in August. Firstly, we have the dog coming through. Okay, so needing to be a better friend to yourself, not speaking to yourself the way that you have been, Cancer, speaking to yourself the way that you would speak to a friend, in the same situation. There may be the need to, ask people for support, be a little bit more transparent, with your friends about, needing some extra support when it comes to love and romance this month. This is compassion and understanding, just needing a little bit more of that support. I feel for a lot of you here, needing to, spend maybe some more time with friends and talk about these things. We also have the book coming through. Pardon. So, the book does quite heavily lean towards talking about, education and learning more about yourself, being transparent and open and honest with yourself about what you're actually feeling and what that means, and talking to those friends, learning from them, advice maybe given here, support and advice, learning from others around you. There is also this interesting energy with the book that does talk about, being prepared to enter into the next chapter, that you are kind of, maybe that's why we're seeing that torn love energy, because you're kind of, this is the story of your life, this book energy. So not only does it, you've already gotten to, you're halfway through the book, or more, you've already started reading this book, right? It's already been written. A lot of it has already been written, but the chapters from here have not yet been written. Okay, so you know where you've come from, but like any book, there can always be a sudden plot twist that totally changes everything in the story. So keeping that in mind when it comes to love as well. We do see the feminine coming through here as well. So needing to really be in a bit more of a feminine energy with yourself, particularly this month, where we are sort of being nurturing and allowing emotion to have its place this month. Being a bit softer with oneself, being a little bit more vulnerable with oneself. Once again, that transparency coming through here. For those of you who are connected to somebody, for some of you, this is going to show that past person. I can kind of pick it already. Cancer and your person in August. What's going on for Cancer and your person throughout August, please? Altered. Okay, loses touch with reality, changes their mind often, dreaming and unreliable. So for a lot of you, I feel like this is actually you just feeling a little bit untethered and needing to be a little bit more transparent with oneself. Once again, that you are maybe, you have changed your mind a few times here. You are sort of dreaming of a future, but then you're taking unreliable steps towards those things. So, you're kind of backtracking a little bit here on what you actually want. What you're dreaming of when it comes to love and partnerships, it's not that you're lost touch with reality, it's just that you're very focused on the past and the future, and not so much on the present. I'm getting this strong energy of being, torn between the two, the past and the future, and it's altering your reality in that sense of you're not actually focusing on the current moment that you're living. You're focusing either on things that have been and done, or you're focusing on what could potentially, you're dreaming ahead, looking ahead. But we do see the timeless energy here as well. Not in a hurry to commit, may need to slow down, stable values and lasting. So coming in with that altered energy there, it's like, you are really thinking about what you dream for in the future, but you're not actually thinking about where that leaves you right here, right now, what moves you need to be making right here, right now to actually, get to that. If anything, maybe you do need to slow down and just allow yourself some time to really deal with these issues before you worry about something a bit more longer lasting, a little bit more committed in the future there. But we'll have a look at your person's feelings towards you. Okay, Cancer. This person's feelings towards Cancer in August. Oh, straight away, I'm getting a bit of a mirroring effect here with the crossroads. Okay, so it's kind of like this person is kind of at a crossroads when it comes to what they want with you and how they feel about you as well. It's kind of like they are torn between two things as well. They are struggling. It's a mirroring energy coming through here, that they're kind of trying to choose what they want their future to look like. I do sort of see straight away that I do feel that this person is going to be, making the choice that they want to move forwards with love energy. Okay, we have the heart and we have the ship. All right, so they do have a lot of love for you and they do want to move forward in this connection, but there may be some heavy choices that are needing to be made in order for that to happen. All right, so it's kind of like a bit of a crossroads here, where this person's really sort of trying to really clarify for themselves where they want to go here, and what the next adventure is, what journey we're undertaking here, what distance may need to be closed between the two of you in order to move forward in love energy. There is love there. Okay, there is love there, but there is also free will. Okay, this person is enacting on their free will at the moment, all right, to really work out where they're coming from and how they're moving forward. You know, yes, they love you, but they also need to love themselves and move forward in a way that, you know, shows themselves love as well. So their free will is really coming into play at the moment. So it's kind of, you know, when free will does come into play, it is a little bit hard to predict what exactly is happening here. But you know, it does look like one way or another they're wanting to move forward in love and have forward movement. You know, and it's coming through in their feelings towards you. So they're wanting to move forward, you know, in love with you. But once again, that free will, sometimes it can throw a spanner in the works, not going to lie. But it is a mirroring energy. Okay, so the things that are going on within you seem to be going on within this person as well. So if you're doubting something, they're probably doubting it too. If you're, you know, if you love them, they love you too, that kind of stuff. If you want to move forward with them, so probably do they. All right, but well, anything else that Cancer needs to know in regards to love? Anything else that Cancer needs to know right now in regards to love? Love and romance. Anything else that Cancer needs to be aware of, please? Kind of, we see the anchor coming through first. So there is a lot of security and reliability. I do feel as though this is that person, once again, that, you know, there is secure, stable, dependable options there to move forward with this person. But you also need to ask yourself, you know, in what ways are we being held back here? What ways have things kind of come to a standstill? Are we being stuck? This is a little sometimes stuck energy. Okay, so that there is some stuck energy there as well that we're needing to really shift. And maybe that's some of these decisions, that transparency that we're having to have here to really, you know, work out, you know, what ways we're stuck and how to move those forward as well. Because we do see the rider coming through, once again, forward movement, you know, news on the way about, you know, this is a secure, reliable, dependable energy that you have, but we need to remove that stuckness that's sticking in that energy as well, in order to have abundance. All right, so how do we move towards abundance? We have the fish here coming through there as well. So it's all about, you know, good news about, you know, creating abundance, maybe together for some of you there as well. For some of you, there may just be some good news, specifically in regard to money related to love. Love, there might be just some sort of material thing. It's not really telling me specifically what that is. It's not wanting to go into detail. There maybe was something in the career financial reading connected to that for you as well, but you know, go back and check that one out if you want. The answer that we have for you, Cancer. So if you do have a specific question in regards to love and romance for August, the answer Cancer needs for August, love energy. Don't bet on it. It's telling me it's not, it may not be as harsh as it sounds. It says don't bet on it, but it's kind of like it's wanting to talk about reasonable versus unreasonable risks that are being taken here. So, you know, the extra information, we did see the anchor, so we do need to make sure that we are doing, you know, reliable energy, that we ourselves are, you know, stable, reliable energy as well. We're picking up and moving on from any stuck energy, anything that's holding us back from the past, but we also need to be very reliable in the way that we're doing that. We're not taking unnecessary risks. Okay, the don't bet on it means risks. Like if it's a huge, big, crazy risk, don't bet on the risk paying off, is what it's kind of wanting to tell you there, Cancer. So that's what I have for you today. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Make sure you do subscribe, and I will see you all again soon.